Justin Bieber has just revealed files buried for years about Usher that could send him straight to prison. On March 15, 2026, the Oscars ceremony wrapped up in Hollywood. After the show, Beyoncé and Jay-Z hosted their annual Gold Party at the Chateau Marmont in West Hollywood. The guest list read like a who's who of the entertainment industry. Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce, Michael B. Jordan, Ryan Coogler, Timothée Chalamet, Kylie Jenner, Emma Stone, Emma Watson, and many more were all in attendance. Justin Bieber was there, his wife Hailey Bieber was there, and Usher was there. According to TMZ, Usher approached Bieber at the party with what sources described as energy and anger. The two then got into what multiple outlets called a heated exchange. Some people at the party claimed the confrontation turned into a fistfight between the two. Sources connected to Bieber denied that. They said there was no physical contact, but confirmed the encounter was intense. The exchange reportedly did not last long, and no police were called. Neither Bieber nor Usher has publicly addressed what happened, but the incident has pulled the curtain back on a relationship that has been cracking for years. To understand this, you have to go back to 2007. Scooter Braun discovered a 13-year-old Justin Bieber on YouTube and brought him to Atlanta to meet Usher. Usher saw something in the kid and got into a bidding war against Justin Timberlake to sign him. Usher won. They formed a joint record label called Raymond Braun Media Group to develop Bieber. Usher guided Bieber through his first steps in the industry. They collaborated on the hit Somebody to Love. They performed together at the 2011 Grammys. Over the years, Usher described himself as a brother and protector. He even performed at Bieber and Hailey's wedding in 2019. This was not a casual industry connection. This was a bond that lasted over a decade. Then things started to shift. In 2024, Usher headlined the Super Bowl halftime show. Many expected Bieber to join him on stage. Bieber declined. In a Breakfast Club interview, Usher addressed the absence, saying they would do something else in the future and that there was no love lost. He said he had reached out to several artists and the moment was maybe for later. That explanation seemed diplomatic, but what happened next said otherwise. By January 2025, Bieber had unfollowed Usher on Instagram. He also unfollowed Scooter Braun and several other people tied to his early career. Fans noticed. And then, for over a year, Bieber and Usher had zero public interaction. The last time they were seen together before the Oscars party was in 2022 at a lake in Idaho. Now here is where the story takes a turn that no one can ignore. Both Bieber and Usher share a connection to Sean Diddy Combs. Usher lived with Diddy as a 13-year-old in New York in the early 90s. He later told Howard Stern in a 2016 interview that there were very curious things taking place during that time. When Stern asked him if he would send his own children to what was called Puffy Flavor Camp, Usher said no. Through Usher, a 15-year-old Bieber was introduced to Diddy. Videos resurfaced showing Diddy talking about spending 48 hours with teenage Bieber, saying what they were doing could not really be disclosed, but calling it a 15-year-old's dream. After Diddy was arrested and charged, Bieber reportedly became disturbed by the developments. Sources told outlets that Bieber wanted nothing to do with that chapter of his life. Fans have connected dots between this and Bieber's decision to cut ties with Usher and others from that era. Some believe the confrontation at the Oscars party was directly tied to the Diddy situation, but not everyone agrees on what actually happened that night. After the initial reports broke, the gossip account Dumois pushed back, saying the reports were inflated and that Bieber simply chose not to engage in conversation with Usher. According to Dumois, there was no specific point of tension, no fight, no yelling, no cursing, just a personal choice to avoid an interaction. Meanwhile, TMZ sources have said Bieber has been trying to erase everyone in his past, with one source going as far as saying he has always been rude to Usher. Days after the incident, Usher was spotted out in Los Angeles, looking unbothered. Bieber, on the other hand, is preparing to headline Coachella this spring. Neither side has released a statement. What is clear is that a 15-year relationship that once defined how the music industry builds stars has fractured in a way that appears permanent. Whether this destroys Usher's reputation or simply marks the end of an era depends on what comes out next. And given how much attention this has gotten, something will come out next.